Welcome everyone. Hello, सबको. This is Vikas Ved over here, and this is Prabhudas Leeladhar, and I welcome each of you in our partner Web Connect fourth episode series. I am joined by our another very exciting partner, Mr. Ashwin Kumar, and before I start asking him some questions and he starts revealing about the today's topic, I will just let me just introduce Ashwin Kumar to you. Ashwin is a young man who's having more than 15 years of experience in the financial industry, in mutual particularly. He is an ICWA inter, and he has also worked with Standard Chartered Asset Management Company for 3 years. He has worked with Kotak Asset Management Company for 7 years, and he was also in our own industry in a company called Testimony Securities. And now that he has become an entrepreneur, he has joined with Prabhudas Leeladhar as a progress partner. तो आशीष अश्विन के बारे में कि वो काफ़ी मार्केट में एक्सपीरियंस रखते हैं और उनके पास में म्यूचुअल फंड में और वेल्थ मैनेजमेंट कंपनीज में उन्होंने काफ़ी काम किया है. आज वो हमारे साथ में उनकी एक बैंक निफ्टी की स्ट्रेटेजी है जो एक्सपायरी डे में वो करते हैं, उनके बारे में बताएंगे. ही विल बी टॉकिंग अबाउट हिज स्ट्रेटेजी विच ही यूजेस on expiry day in the bank nifty option. So without much delay, I request Ashwin to start the session and talk about his strategy to all of us. And just for everybody's knowledge, Ashwin is comfortable in English. Anybody having any questions, I will be happy to translate that after his session is after he's spoken about his strategy. So Ashwin, all yours.
Yeah, hi. Very good evening. This is Ashwin from Coimbatore. It gives me an immense pleasure to join this webinar. And I've been associated with Prabhudas Leeladhar for the last 1.5 to 2 years. Prior to that, I was with Testimony Securities. So straight away, we'll go into the options. Vikas, first page. Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen the slide. You can see the slide?
Yeah, I'm fine. Yeah. See, basically,
is the slide visible to everybody? Is the slide visible to everybody? Can people just confirm on the chat window in the chat?
So basically, option is a financial derivative instrument which gives the right but not the obligation to the option holders to sell or buy or any asset, underlying asset at a pre-specified date. Let's say option is a tool where it will be used for hedging purpose in our Indian stock market, where people will be, let's say they will be shorting in future and buying the options. So the entire positions will get hedged. So that is the basic reason why the options have been brought into Indian stock market. And we have, because next slide, we can go to next. Basically, there are two types of options. One is call option, another one is put options. Call option is when you expect market to move up, so your premiums will ultimately move up. This is the relationship between the call. I'll tell you what is call and on put. And when you expect market to move down, you can buy put options. So both the options will move direct proportionate according to the movement in the bank nifty index. And first example, for last expiry, the both cash, the bank nifty index and bank nifty future will be equivalent with related to strike price. And with related to rest of the three expiries, you have to look at the bank nifty spot index. You should not look at the bank nifty future. It will be taken as the closing price of the bank nifty at end of let's say 330, 320, because we have to square off at all our positions at 320. So we have to look at 320 with related to strike price only. It should not be a future pricing for first three expiries. And in case of last Thursday, both cash and future will be, equally priced at the end of 320. Because next, let us say I have given an example. We have to do both sides. Let's say we are going with a option shorting strategy instead of option buying. So let's say the opening bank nifty is at 32,000, and we have shorted both 31,800 put 31,800 put at rate of 70, and we have shorted 32,200 call at rate of 75. So your combined premium price is 145, and if the market closes anything below 31,800, you will be at lossable zone. And if it crosses anything above 32,200, let's say I'm talking about a bank nifty spot price, because we have to look at this spot price for whole month except last expiry, last Thursday of the every month. And if the market crosses anything above 32,200, you will be at loss. So you should prefix a price where you need to exit. Let's say you have shorted at 70 put, you have shorted at call 75. If somewhere around you have done at 9:15, let's say you have example with the 9:15. So if somewhere between 11 to 11:30, there might be a high chance of premium erosion will be there. You might get 30 to 40 points. On an average, you'll be getting somewhere around the entire combined price will be somewhere around 100 to 120. So you may book your profits, let's say 20 to 30 rupees per lot, and you can wait for some more time until basically in the Indian market we have 3 areas we should concentrate on option. One is 9:15 opening, and another one is 12:30 or 1:30, whatever it may be, where the Europe market opens, and somewhere around 3 to 3:15. The major movement happens in these time frame only. So coming to the point, so anything above 32,200, you will be at a lossable zone. Anything below 31,800 will be your lossable zones.
So Ashwin, just let me come in over here.
Yeah,
You are saying that you will execute this strategy. You will execute this strategy. I'll also tell in Hindi in some time. Just let me put this perspective in the right. Just let me put this strategy in the right perspective. This strategy you will employ on the last expiry of the bank nifty, and suppose the bank nifty is at 32,000. So then you will basically sell a put which is 200 points.
Both. You have to sell the put 31,800 put.
Yeah, and you will sell a call
32,200 call.
Yeah, and this you are doing because you expect the market to close between this range.
Correct.
राइट तो हिंदी में बताता हूँ सबके लिए कि बैंक निफ्टी में जब आखिरी दिन होता है एक्सपायरी का और मान लो मैं पे 32,000 की स्ट्राइक पे चल रही है, तो आपको ऐसा लग रहा है कि मार्केट उस रेंज में घूमने वाला है 200 पॉइंट ऊपर और 200 पॉइंट नीचे, तो आप 200 पॉइंट ऊपर का पुट आप बेच दीजिए और 200 पॉइंट नीचे का कॉल आप बेच दीजिए। जैसे इस एग्जांपल में आप देख पा रहे हैं कि 32,000 का स्ट्राइक चल रहा है, 32,000 पे बैंक निफ्टी चल रही है, लास्ट डे है बैंक निफ्टी की एक्सपायरी का, और आपने 200 पॉइंट ऊपर दैट इज 32,200 का
not last day, this will be happening in all Thursdays.
Sorry, this you will do on Thursday, every Thursday, last, but
no. Let me explain about it.
Yeah.
See, the spot between the spot price and future price will get equal in last expiry. Rest of the expiry you have to look at the bank nifty spot price. Based on that, you have to calculate whether you need to take a put or whether you need to take the call. Yeah, proceed. You can go ahead.
Okay, so you're saying that every expiry I have to every week I have to look at the spot.
Exactly.
Price, and I have to look at the range of the market. That is what you're saying.
Exactly.
Yeah. So basically सब दर्शकों के लिए जिन्होंने हिंदी में समझना है, तो ये बैंक निफ्टी जो होता है, जो थर्सडे, जो वीकली एक्सपायरी, जो एवरी वीक का जो थर्सडे होता है, उस समय पे आपको ये स्ट्रेटेजी करनी रहती है। और उस समय पे जो मार्केट का जो रेट चल रहा है, इस एग्जांपल में हमने 32,000 पकड़ा है, तो इस 32,000 के रेट से आप 200 पॉइंट ऊपर और 200 पॉइंट नीचे का कॉल और पुट आप बेच दीजिए। और इस एग्जांपल में एग्जांपल हमने पकड़ा है कि 70 एंड 75 का अगर आपको प्रीमियम खाने मिल रहा है तो आप इस प्रीमियम को आप खा रहे हैं। बट अगर समझो मार्केट इस रेंज के ऊपर है, मार्केट इस रेंज से नीचे गिरा है, तब आपको नुकसान होने का चांस है। अब किसी ने पूछा कि ये आप माल बेचोगे कभी, राइट? तो Ashwin, can you answer that? When will you square up this trade? The same day, right?
Yeah, same day. That's what I'm saying. See, based on your, let's say, if premium, I have shorted at 70 plus 71, 145. I somewhere around 11:30. I hope that market there is a chance of wide movement. So I'll square off my position. See, you have to. That's what I've told you 3 times. One is 9:15, then 12:30 to 1:30, where the Europe market opens. You have to look at the US futures also. Based on that, the Indian market will move with a direct proportionate. And last at around somewhere around 3 to 3:15. Because normally in the last expiry, I mean last Thursday, your positions will get squared off. Let's say you made a short. Example, somebody has shorted on Bank Nifty. At the end of the month, he has to cover his position and he has to short next month future. Let's say January he has shorted, but end of the January he has to cover his position. He need to carry over the position for next month selling. So this adjustment will be there only available in the last Thursday only. So there you can expect an abnormal wide movement in Bank Nifty futures on last Thursday rather than rest of the 3 Thursdays.
Ashwin, just for understanding this again, you said that you will look at initiating this strategy at 3 times. One is at 9:15, second is at 12:40, third is at 3:15. But you will be squaring up this trade on the same day, or at 3:15 what you put, you will square up the next day. What is that?
So that, I'll tell you, there won't be any carry forward position. Whatever we enter, whether it's a sell or buy, we have to exit at 3:15 or 3:20 as per your square of norms. I think 3:20 is your square of RMS norms. It has to be cleared by end of the day, whatever, either profit or loss.
ओके, मतलब ये स्ट्रेटेजी को आप कैरी फॉरवर्ड नहीं करेंगे। अगर अभी जिन लोगों को नहीं समझ में आया है, और मैं वापस से समझा देता हूं कि बैंक निफ्टी का जो हमारा ऑप्शन का कॉन्ट्रैक्ट होता है, हर थर्सडे को ये स्ट्रेटेजी आप कर सकते हैं। थर्सडे के दिन पे जो बैंक निफ्टी का जो करंट स्पॉट प्राइस जो चल रहा है, जिसको हमने हमारी एग्जाम्पल में 32,000, इस स्ट्रेटेजी को आपको मार्केट खुलते देखना है कि मार्केट का बैंड क्या है। अगर मार्केट 200 पॉइंट ऊपर और 200 पॉइंट नीचे के रेंज में ही घूमने वाला है, तो आप 9:15 बजे जब यूरोप मार्केट खुलता है 12:40 पे, या फिर जब मार्केट बंद होने वाला है 3:15 बजे, आप 200 पॉइंट ऊपर का पुट कॉल और 200 पॉइंट नीचे का पुट आप बेच के उसका प्रीमियम खा सकते हैं, और मार्केट बंद होने के पहले आप ये पोजीशन कवर कर सकते हैं। जब मार्केट इस रेंज के बाहर जाएगा तभी आपको लॉस होने की है। हाँ, तो I'll again, just for the sake of everybody in English, I'll just repeat it just for the sake of everybody, that this strategy is an intraday strategy. You have to apply this strategy on every Thursday in the Bank Nifty option contract. Suppose in our example that the Bank Nifty is working at 32,000, you have to sell a call 200 points on the up, that is 32,200, and sell a put to 200 points below, that is 31,800. And if the market goes beyond this range, then only you are in a loss position. You can take this trade in 3 ideal time zones, that is at the market open, that is at 9:15, or at the time of European open, that is at 12:40, or before the market close. That to take this position, you have to square up the position at the same day. There is no chance of a carry forward of the position. So Ashwin, I think I've explained this multiple times. You can,
we can
add more and
go to the next slide.
Yeah. So this is the next slide.
Yeah. So the same thing where you are expecting the market to be under control. Let's say a range bound trade. We can call it as a range bound trade. So you have shorting 32, same opening bank nifty is at 32,000. I'm talking about spot price, not future price. Let's say we are shorting 32,000 strike price, call at rate of 150 as well as put at rate of 150. So your combined cost will be 300 rupees. Your combined cost will be 300. So if the market falls below 31,700, you will be at a loss. When market moves beyond 32,300, you will be at a loss. So here I can tell you some examples. See, there is a strategy called premium erosion. It's not strategy, premium erosion. Let's say if market is very volatile, it's not moving up and it's not moving down. Let's say it's a standstill market. We can apply this strategy. You can sell both the strike prices of a particular contract, and you can wait till let's say 12:30. So you can let's say you have sold at 150 and you have sold call at 150 and put at 150. So on an average, your cost will be around 300 rupees. So somewhere around 11:30 to 12, you can expect somewhere around 200 to 250 rupees. So you may get a decent return of 80 rupees. 80 rupees per lot I'm talking about. This you have to decide based on the let's say a lot of things are there. One is let's say a market is very volatile. You have to look at every day. Let's say you have to look at if market moves upward in first, I mean on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So you can expect some fall on Thursday. I may not be sure that this thing will happen, but I'm telling you, there are a lot of possibility where you have to evaluate your strike prices.
No, so Ashwin, just to come in over here,
Yeah.
you said that this strategy you can apply when the market is expected to stand still, where you don't expect much of the movement.
See,
Now, this
let's say-
strategy
let's say-
again you will do on Tuesday.
let us say US market is flat. I mean, previous day US market is flat, and current US in Dow Jones future is also at flat. There is no movement at all. So we can look at this strategy. In case of there is no movement is expected.
No, so just to come in over here, this strategy you will do on every Thursday, every week Thursday,
Every week
every week Thursday, and you will basically
tell the options.
see that you will do this strategy at 9 a.m. and you will in the option 9:15 a.m. and you will square up around 12:30, 12:40.
Yeah, that depends. If I hope I can hold the same strike price till 3:15. It's not mandatory that you have to square off your position at 12:30. See, that depends upon your profit. If I am expecting the entire 300 rupees I want to take up, so I have to wait till 3 o'clock only, 3:15. But there is high risk
Okay, so
of
what is this put? What is this put of covering that you are doing at 31,800?
31.
This 31,800, this 70 put that you have written over here. What is this?
It's just an example. If I want to cover at 70, you can cover it. That's it.
Okay, okay.
You can buy it.
Okay, so let me explain in Hindi now. For everybody जिनको हिंदी में सुनना है, ये जो हमने दूसरा जो स्लाइड बनाया है, इस स्लाइड के अंदर हम जब मार्केट जब आपने को एकदम फ्लैट ओपनिंग जब होता है ना, जैसे हमको यूएस मार्केट पहले से पता होता है कि यूएस मार्केट क्या हुआ है, सिंगापुर मार्केट क्या हुआ है, तो हमको मालूम होता है कि मार्केट की ओपनिंग कुछ बड़ी खास गैप डाउन होने वाली नहीं है, फ्लैट पे ओपनिंग होने वाली है, तब ये स्ट्रेटेजी बड़े काम की है। आप बैंक निफ्टी में थर्सडे के दिन पे आप इस ऑप्शन का जो कॉन्ट्रैक्ट है उसमें आप सेम जो स्पॉट प्राइस चल रहा होता है उसके कॉल और पुट दोनों आप सेल कर दीजिए। हमने एग्जांपल के तौर पे 150 का लॉट 150 का प्रीमियम पकड़ा है, तो जब समझो आपने कॉल बेचा 32,000 का 150 के प्रीमियम में और पुट बेचा 150 के प्रीमियम में, तो आप देखेंगे कि क्योंकि फ्लैट ओपनिंग रहा है तो 1-2-3 घंटे के अंदर वो ये प्रीमियम इरोड हो जाता है, प्रीमियम का बेनिफिट मिल जाता है। तो जो चीज आपने 300 रुपए में बेची है उसको आपको 200 रुपए में, 100 रुपए में कवर करने को मिल जाता है। और ये स्ट्रेटेजी भी आपको पुराने स्ट्रेटेजी के जैसे सेम डे पे कवर करनी है। आपको 3:15 बजे के पहले ये स्ट्रेटेजी को कवर करना है। और अगर मार्केट 32,000 पे, क्योंकि आपने 300 का प्रीमियम खाया है, क्योंकि कॉल में आपको 150 रुपया मिला और पुट में आपको 150 रुपया मिला, तो आपके पास में टोटली 300 रुपए की जगह है। तो अगर मार्केट 300 के बैंड के ऊपर जाए तब आपको नुकसान होने की संभावना है। अगर मार्केट 300 के बैंड में रहता है और मार्केट जैसे फ्लैट ओपनिंग के जैसे फ्लैट ही चलता है तो आपको अच्छा खासा प्रीमियम खाने को मिलेगा और ये स्ट्रेटेजी आपको मुनाफे में मिलेगी। तो कई बार जैसे मार्केट के अंदर हम लोग मार्केट के अपडेट्स और प्राइजेस भेजते हैं, तो जनरली मैंने देखता हूं कि सब लोग वो प्राइजेस को सिर्फ देखते हैं और कुछ नहीं करते। अब इस सेशन के बाद में आप वो मत करना और बैंक निफ्टी का ऑप्शन गुरुवार के दिन आप देखना। और अगर मार्केट का ओपनिंग फ्लैट है, सेम स्ट्राइक प्राइस का कॉल और पुट का प्रीमियम देखिए, और अगर आपको ऐसा सब्सटेंशियल प्रीमियम खाने मिलता है तो आप दोनों का एक एक लॉट बेच दीजिए। और आपको दिखेगा कि अगर मार्केट और जरा रेंज बाउंड चला तो आपको काफी मुनाफा हो सकता है। तो हमने आपको अभी फिलहाल दो स्ट्रेटेजी बताई है। एक स्ट्रेटेजी जिसमें मार्केट का बैंड आप एक्सपेक्ट करते हो कि 200 पॉइंट ऊपर या नीचे चलने का होगा, और दूसरा जहां पे आप एक्सपेक्ट कर रहे हो कि मार्केट फ्लैटिश खुलेगा और फ्लैटिश रहेगा। सो अश्विन, फॉर द बेनिफिट ऑफ पीपल इन इंग्लिश, आई एम जस्ट reiterating.
No problem, no problem,
We
no
have
issues.
basically we have basically covered two types of market situations, and in that we have spoken about two types of strategies.
Correct.
In this strategy slide which we are talking about, we are expecting market to remain flattish. We are
Flattish
expecting
and-
market to not do
Yeah.
much movement. In
Yeah.
that case, we when you get the market update before the market opens, where you understand what the US market has done, what the Singapore market has done, you can very well understand whether the market is going to open flat, is going to open gap up, gap down. If the market is going to open flattish, and if there is not much movement expected, then this
Exactly.
strategy can be applied, where
Yeah.
you sell a call of the same of the current strike price,
Same strike price.
of the same strike price, and
Yeah.
during the day, as the day progresses and as the market continues to remain flattish, you will see
Correct.
premium erosion, and you
Exactly. The
will
entire 300, there is a chance of going for a zero. The entire both call as well as put can be zero.
yeah, yes.
So you have to decide where you have to exit. Let's say if you are looking at 100 rupees per lot, you can exit at 100. Let's say you are planning to exit at 30 rupee, 40 rupee range, you can exit there. That's decision is up to yours when to exit and when not to exit.
Right. We will come to the risk management at that time, and also there have been some questions on the investments that also will come to. But,
Yeah.
but these are the primarily two strategies which you have.
See, what is the difference between option buyer and option seller? See, option, I'll tell you, option buyer, your loss is limited. That is, your loss is ascertained. In case of option seller, your losses are unlimited. You have to wind up your position. Let's say we are having a hedged position only always. Let's say one option one call can move to 250, and another put will be eroded by another 100 rupees. So your losses will be minimized in case of the hedged position. If you go for naked selling, you will be incurring a huge loss. In case of a buying of an option, your losses are limited, very limited. That is, let's say if I have 1 lakh in my hand, I am buying option stating that the market will move up. Your maximum loss is 1 lakh in case of option buying. And in case of option selling, if I sell the same strike price, your losses are unlimited. It can move up to threefold to fivefolds. So that's the major difference between option buying and option selling. So you should be very careful while entering your strategy. You should be very pre-calculated, and you should ascertain your loss, there's a chance of loss also when you trade. Then only you are opt to trade in options. Without that, if you proceed, absolutely you will be sitting at loss.
जो लोगों को हिंदी में समझना है, मैं बता
Yeah,
देता हूँ कि यहाँ पे ऑप्शन जो होता है आप खरीद भी सकते हैं और बेच भी सकते हैं। यहाँ पे जो देखा गया है कि ज्यादा करके जो लोग ऑप्शन खरीदते हैं उनका 80% से ज्यादा टाइम नुकसान होता है, और जो लोग ऑप्शन बेचते हैं क्योंकि उन्होंने ऑप्शन बेचा है वो लोग को लॉस अनलिमिटेड हो सकता है, तो वो लोग अपनी टाइमिंग को बराबर देख के रिस्क मैनेजमेंट करके 80% समय पे वो लोग पैसा कमाते हैं। तो यहाँ पे देखा गया है कि परफॉर्मेंस ऑप्शन सेलर्स का हमेशा अच्छा रहा है और ना कि ऑप्शन बायर का, जो कि जनरली बोला जाता है कि आपको सेफ चलना है तो ऑप्शन खरीद के चलिए, बट जहाँ पे पैसे कमाने की बात होती है तो देखा गया है कि 80% समय पे ऑप्शन बायर वाले नुकसान करते हैं, और जहाँ पे ऑप्शन सेलर वाले होते हैं वो 80% समय पे छोटा मुनाफा कर करके रिस्क मैनेज कर करके पैसा कमाते हैं। So this is what. Should I move to the next slide, Ashwin?
So here there are high chance of making both loss as well as profit. So you may chance of getting a big win, you chance of getting a small win. There might be a break even also. You may not get both profit as well as loss. And there is a chance of high loss, small loss, and there might be a chance of big loss also. As I said, with the example, when you short the options without, it can be said as a naked shot. Without the knowledge of the movement of the market, if you start selling the options, you may not know where it will get in. That's the biggest problem in option selling, because
so कहने का मतलब ये है कि इस स्ट्रेटेजी को अगर आपने बराबर से मैनेज नहीं किया, बड़ा लॉस भी हो सकता है, छोटा लॉस भी हो सकता है, कभी ना प्रॉफिट ना लॉस, कोई मुनाफा भी ना हो, या फिर छोटे छोटे प्रॉफिट हो सकते हैं, या कभी कभी बड़े प्रॉफिट भी हो सकते हैं। तो इसको मैनेज करने का, वॉच करने का और इससे कंफर्टेबल होने के लिए आपको इसमें प्रैक्टिस की जरूरत है, इसको समझने की जरूरत है और मार्केट को समझने की जरूरत है। इस सारी चीजों में हम आपकी मदद करेंगे और इसके ऊपर मोर हम लोग बात करेंगे जब क्वेश्चन आंसर्स का सेशन चालू होगा। अभी फिलहाल ये स्लाइड का मतलब यही है कि ये स्ट्रेटेजी को मैनेज करने की बहुत जरूरत है, क्योंकि इसमें रिजल्ट कुछ भी हो सकता है। अब आगे चलते हुए अश्विन,
we can move to next slide. See, when you can start this, I'll come to the risk management part. When you can start the trade, we have to start the trade at 9:15 a.m. and it's not mandatory that you have to start the trade at 9:15, and you have to square off at 3:20. It's a mandatory regulation made by the exchange. And let's say you have to maintain a strict stop loss for both call as well as for put options. You have to maintain a strict stop loss. Let's say if you previous we have example, no, 70 or 75 we have sold both call and put options. Even you can take it as an example for this maintain strict stop loss for both call and put. Let us say you have sold a call at 70, put at 70. So you can maintain a stop loss at 150. First slide, yeah. Let's say I'll come to this picture also. See, we have sold 31,800 put at 70. We have sold 32,200 call at 75. So your combined cost is 145. So if you want to maintain a strict stop loss, double your cost. Let's say your stop loss will be 145. Even for both the call as well as put. If the put touches 145, your call will become 0. If your call touches 145, your put will become 0. So there will not be any loss if you hedge your positions. As I said.
So Ashwin, just to reiterate this point, you are saying that in this particular example, where you feel the market will be in a range of 200 points, basically sell a call and you sell a put, you have captured 145 points of premium. You can maintain a stop loss if either the call or the put becomes 145, that means you are
Exactly. Your cost, combined cost will be your stop loss.
combined cost will become your stop loss, which is the premium that you have basically eaten. Okay, the
Exactly.
premium
Exactly.
that you have written and the premium that you have gained, if that entire premium becomes zero, that can be your ultimate stop loss
Exactly. See,
as per you.
I'm talking about, see, we should be very cautious while trading. Why I am reiterating this point is, see, basically, you don't know, I have felt this situation in surgical attack. Let's say the market has fell almost more than 5%. Even your stop loss will not hit your the stop loss will not get hit. I'll tell you example of that surgical attack. Your puts was trading around somewhere around 50 paise to 1 rupee, and suddenly it has jumped. It was trading around 20-25 rupees. So in that scenario, you should be prepared to cover your position.
So do you suggest keeping pre-orders in the market?
No, even pre-orders, whatever orders you have, it won't execute. See, there is a this jump in price will it has huge impact on both call as well as put options premium. You can't expect the same thing. Let's say put will jump like.
So let's divide the situation into normal.
I'll tell you. That's what I'm saying. I'll tell you. From 70, suddenly it is trading at 140. Okay. There won't be a biggest movement of 70 rupee, 100% jump within a moment of time. So you can expect some 130 to 140 sudden price movement from 70. So in that period, you have to maintain a strict stop loss, stating that 140, or else you can, another option is there. There is an option called market stop loss. Let's say there is a sudden fall in the market. When your 70 becomes, let's say 120, it will get automatically squared off.
Okay. So you can.
One position will, it will vary oppositely. Let's say there might be a opposite variation will be there. So even if the 75 will become 40, so combined cost will be 160. So you will be losing somewhere around 10 to 15 rupees per lot.
Right.
So talking about worst scenario.
So just to understand your point very clearly is this, that one way to basically manage risk is to keep a stop loss of double the premium, the entire premium that you have gained, that you can keep as a stop loss in any of the call and put strikes. This is one.
See, in this case, your principal will be saved if you maintain a strict stop loss.
Yeah, your principal. The second point you said was very critical, that there are two types of market scenarios. One is a normal scenario, other is an abnormal scenario. In an abnormal scenario, there can be a sudden movement in the market, and in that case, even the pre-orders that you might have kept may not trigger.
It won't execute.
In that case, you have to have the ultimate stop loss in your mind, and you have to use the market stop loss order and
exit
position. Am I right?
Absolutely right. Absolutely. You have to put market stop loss.
Yeah, I'll just reiterate this point in Hindi for the benefit of our listeners. जो लोग हिंदी में समझते हैं उनके लिए मैं कह रहा हूँ, हमने ये जो स्लाइड आपको बताया उसमें हमने ये टेक्निक आपको बताई जब हमें मार्केट एक 200 पॉइंट के रेंज की दिख रही होती है, 200 पॉइंट ऊपर और 200 पॉइंट नीचे. इस सिचुएशन में आप अपना क्या स्टॉप लॉस रखोगे या रिस्क कैसे मैनेज करोगे? तो जब इस पर्टिकुलर एग्जांपल को मैं देख रहा हूं, तो यहाँ पे हमने 32,000 का जो करंट बैंक निफ्टी का स्ट्राइक, तो उस समय 31,800 का हमने पुट बेचा और हमें 70 रुपए का प्रीमियम का मुनाफा हुआ. और जब हमने ऊपर में 32,200 का पुट कॉल बेचा तो हमने 75 रुपीज का मुनाफा हुआ. तो ऐसे करके हमें 145 रुपीज का मुनाफा हुआ. उस मुनाफे का आप पूरा मुनाफे का आप एक स्टॉप लॉस मान के चल सकते हैं. अगर मार्केट में पोजीशन मार्केट वॉलेटाइल होता चला गया, बिकॉज ये एक रेंज बाउंड मार्केट की सिचुएशन है, और अगर आपका टोटल प्रीमियम जो आपने गमाया था वो अगर 145 तक चला गया, तब आप पोजीशन को स्क्वायर अप कर सकते हैं। अगर कोई मार्केट में ऐसी कोई न्यूज आती है या हलचल आती है जिससे सडन मूवमेंट आता है और आपका प्रीमियम जा रहा है, तब आप मार्केट ऑर्डर डाल के आप अपने पोजीशन को कवर कर सकते हैं। तो दैट, ये हिंदी के लिए मैंने इनको बताया, और इंग्लिश में आई थिंक वी हैव कवर्ड दैट पॉइंट। सो अश्विन, डू यू वांट टू ऐड एनीथिंग मोर बिफोर वी गो टू द नेक्स्ट स्लाइड?
See, my view is when you start a trade in option, you have to maintain a strict stop loss. Then only you can able to see some decent return. This is what my final idea of option strategy with related to.
Sure. So we go to the next slide. So this was the slide that we were talking about.
Yeah, correct.
So you have addressed the stop loss point.
Yeah.
Typically, you are saying that we can expect 15 to 20% of return
of your capital.
Yeah, if you can elaborate more on this, because there were some questions on investments as well.
Yeah. I'll tell you. And see, basically, you can expect somewhere around 15 to 20% on a specific day of your total capital if you adopt this strategy. The minimum capital which is required is 1 lakh. You can start with slowly with a single lot, one lot. You can start doing it, and you can see what is the variation in the option premium pricing. Then you can execute your trade according to your, according to your investment amount. So how to generate brokerage during expiry days? See, there are 2 to 3 types where you can enter and you can exit. What I have said at 9:15, let's say at 1:30, what whenever the Europe market opens, 12:30, and somewhere around 3 o'clock also. So you have 3 areas where you can enter and exit. There might be a high chance of premium erosion is there. So you can capture this premium erosion 3 to 4 times. Let's say if the out of first example, what we had it in 70 plus 75, 145. Let's say you have started at 9:15. Your combined cost is 145. Somewhere around 11:30, your premiums will shrink somewhere around 100. So you will be gaining somewhere around 30-40 points immediately. So again, you can re-enter at 12:30 at different price. Let's say 70 plus 55, somewhere around 125. So again, there is a chance of premium addition also. What I've told, like premium erosion, there is a chance of premium addition also. So you can capture that point also. So for that purpose, you can slowly enhance your selling part. Let's say you can average your cost by slowly doing, you can average your part by doing 100 lots. Let's say 100 quantity at 100, 145, 100 quantity at 125, 100 quantity of 165. So your average price will move from 145 to 160, somewhere around that. So again, somewhere around 12:30, your premium erosion will start. So again, you can book your part. You see, you have to decide when to exit. It's not question of entering. You have to decide when to exit. And somewhere around, you can enter at 2:30, and you can exit at 3 o'clock. So there is a chance of 3 times where you can enter, and exit. So you can make some decent brokerage, and as well as some decent money for your clients.
ओके, सो हिंदी में जानने के लिए, दर्शकों के लिए मैं बता देता हूं कि आपको ये बैंक निफ्टी की जो स्ट्रेटेजी है, आपको मार्केट ओपन से चालू करनी है, और आपको किसी भी सूरत में मार्केट बंद होने के पहले इसे बंद कर देना है। इस स्ट्रेटेजी के अंदर स्टॉप लॉस के बारे में बड़े डिटेल में आपको बताया। इस स्ट्रेटेजी से हमें 15 से 20% रिटर्न की अपेक्षा होनी चाहिए, और इस स्ट्रेटेजी में आप कम से कम अगर एक एक लॉट भी करना चाहें तो आप 1 लाख के कैपिटल के साथ में भी इस स्ट्रैटेजी में काम कर सकते हैं। इस स्ट्रैटेजी से आप अपने क्लाइंटों की दलाली भी बढ़ा सकते हो, क्योंकि आपको पूरे दिन के अंदर बहुत बार मौके मिलेंगे ये सेम स्ट्रैटेजी को एग्जीक्यूट करने के लिए। प्लस अगर आप इस स्ट्रैटेजी को अगर समझ जाएं और आपको एक्सपीरियंस आ जाए कि इसको कैसे करते हैं, तब आप अपने नंबर ऑफ लॉट्स को भी बढ़ा सकते हो और नंबर ऑफ क्लाइंट्स को भी बढ़ाते हो। अश्विन जो कि हमें ये सारी स्ट्रेटेजी बता रहा है, ये इनके एवरेज टिकट साइज 20 से 25 लाख की होती है, क्योंकि ये रफली 100 लॉट भी काम करते हैं। बट ऑफ कोर्स इनके पास वो एक्सपीरियंस है, इन्होंने इतने सालों से ये काम किया हुआ है, इसीलिए वो ये लेवल पे काम कर रहे हैं। जब आप ये स्ट्रेटेजी को पहली बार देख रहे हैं, समझ रहे हैं, तब आपको छोटे से चालू करना है और आपको जैसे जैसे एक्सपीरियंस आता है वैसे वैसे अपना कैपिटल और अपना कमिटमेंट और नंबर ऑफ क्लाइंट्स को बढ़ाना है। तो मूविंग ऑन नेक्स्ट स्लाइड, इफ यू कैन about this.
Yeah. See, we require minimum capital of 25 to 30 lakhs in order to generate a brokerage of somewhere around 3 to 5 lakhs. As I told you earlier, you can enter 3 to 4 times in a day with the time frame, and based on the premium erosion, you can decide. Let's say even you can charge a brokerage of somewhere around 15 to 20 rupees. Then only it will be benefit for your client as well as for you. And see, the break-even cost is 1.5 rupees per lot. So you can stretch up to a maximum level where it will be benefited for both of you. Let's say for you as well as your clients.
ओके, तो जो लोग हिंदी में समझते हैं उनके लिए कि हम ये सब क्यों कर रहे हैं, हम इसलिए कर रहे हैं क्योंकि हम क्लाइंटों के लिए बड़ा मुनाफा कमा सकें, हम हमारे लिए बड़ा ब्रोकरेज जनरेट कर सकें। तो अगर आपको इस पर्टिकुलर स्ट्रेटेजी में 3 से 5 लाख की दलाली कमानी है, जैसे कि हमारे अश्विन साहब करते हैं, तो आपको 20 से 25 लाख का कैपिटल लगेगा और कस्टमर को आप 15 से 20 रुपया आराम से दलाली लगा सकते हैं। तो आप रहेगा और कस्टमर को भी बेनिफिट रहेगा। जैसे जैसे अश्विन ने कहा कि इम्पैक्ट कॉस्ट या ट्रेड कॉस्ट पर्टिकुलर ट्रेड इज अराउंड 1.5 रुपीज। तो ये तो हम स्केल की बात कर रहे हैं, बट जैसे मैंने पहले बताया कि स्टार्टिंग में स्केल की बात ना करके एक्सपीरियंस की बात करनी चाहिए, कंफर्ट की बात करनी चाहिए, ये समझना चाहिए कि हमको क्या समझ में आ रहा है। और ऑफ कोर्स आप ये सेशन खत्म होने के बाद में भी आप plbd@plindia.com में लिख सकते हैं कि अगर आपको कोई एक्सपीरियंस हुआ या आपको कोई क्वेश्चन हुआ तो हम जरूर अश्विन से आपके सवालों का जवाब मांग के आपको, ये हमारा आपको कमिटमेंट है। बट आप इस चीज को देखिए और इन चीज को समझिए, ये हमारा मतलब हमारा आपसे एक रिक्वेस्ट है। तो अब मूविंग ऑन टू द नेक्स्ट स्लाइड, Ashwin, yeah. So now let's move on to the question answer sessions.
Yeah.
I'll read out the question so that you can answer this.
Yes.
Mr. Jayesh Matnani is asking that the band of 200 up and down is 0.6% of the spot. Is this correlated? And the second question is, how does this strategy work during more than usual volatility?
Can you come again?
Answer this question.
No. Can you come again? I could not.
Yeah, so the one question is that the band of 200 is roughly 6% of spot. Is there any correlation of that? Why 200? Why not 500? Why not 100? That is the kind of question.
Absolutely. See, absolutely, there's a 100% correlation. See, let us say you have. That's what I'm saying. You have to look at the index, spot index at 9:15. Let us say 32,000 will be the spot index at 9:15. He's talking about a range bound market of 200 points up and down. So you can apply the strategy of 32nd, which I've told you, second strategy. You can sell both call as well as put of the same strike. So you'll be gained maximum level. Okay. So in the point, what he's trying to ask is that why 200? Why not 500? Is that the question, Mr. Jayesh? If I've asked the right question or something else, you can please put up a chat again. And the second question was that how does this strategy work when there is more than usual volatility? See, in the expiry day, 100% there will be a huge volatility. A call let us say a 20 rupee call can go up to 200 rupee. A 20 rupee put can go up to 200 rupee. So minimum we can expect somewhere around 10x of the premium. But this might be the momentum, the movement will happen somewhere around 11:30 to 12:30 and around 2:30 to 3:30.
Okay, I think I've unmuted Jayesh. So Jayesh, if your answer is if you're able to answer your question, or you would like to ask any more questions, if you can unmute yourself.
Partially, he said right. It is a correlation, but you are framing it correctly, Vikas. That why not 500, why 300, why 200? Because see, Nifty or the bank Nifty level keeps on fluctuating, and it's like more like volatile stock. If I would say more volatile on the closing day, on the expiry. So I would just like to know from Ashwin.
Yeah.
Is there a correlation with respect to the percentage point, like the way you mentioned today for a 30, in your example, 30 to the spot and 200 up and down. So the spot is likely to be 30 to 400 or 500 to be the closest.
Your option will
philosophy.
Correct.
I will have to take a plus minus 200 or 250 based on like understanding of 0.6% or 0.7%, and then play it accordingly.
See, that's what I'm saying. You have to maintain a strict stop loss. Your cost, what you have sold, it should be a minimum stop loss you have to maintain. Let us say you have sold at 150. You make your stop loss at 300 to 350, range bound.
Okay.
So even if your market falls also, immediately you have to do one, I'll tell you one small thing. When you make a stop loss, you make a wider stop loss.
Okay.
Wider stop loss in the sense, there is option called even whatever trades between 300 to 350, your entire positions will get squared off average, on an average. Okay. So it will not be a specific trade where your position will get squared off.
Okay.
You will be more safe. If you fix up a wider let us say stop loss from 300 to 350, your positions will get squared off. You have to maintain like that. Then only you can able to make money, decent return.
Okay. Yeah. Now this is a second question which is common to Mr. Hitesh and Jayesh. That how do you apply this strategy in a volatile market or a trending market?
See, let us say you have, that's what I told you, a couple of things you have to look at before entering the market at 9:15. One is previous day US indices, Dow Jones. And second point is present day Dow Jones future. And third, Europe. Fourth, global. Let's say Japanese, Chinese, Taiwan, all index, Hang Seng. So you have to look at that, and I'll tell you one more thing. It doesn't mean that based on all your indices are at red. Let us say all your global markets will be in red, and your Indian market will be in green. It doesn't mean that it has to be should have a direct relationship. It might be you might have an inverse relationship also. Your let us say for past 1.5, 2, 3 months, there is an abnormal inverse relationship between the global market and Indian market. You could have seen. So for past 1.5 months, you have to trade according to the wave. Let us say you can sell the puts, but with a strict stop loss. The point which I am reiterating is stop loss is the major one. You have to do it.
So you are trying to say, for the benefit of Hitesh as well as Jayesh, that everything wrong, even if everything looks right, and everything can become right if everything looks wrong also. So the key is that you keep doing this strategy, and you keep a strict stop loss. So the as you see the law of averages, you will basically make more money and lose less. Is that what you're trying to say?
Exactly. Got my point. Yeah.
Okay. So just for the हिंदी में सबके लिए कि सवाल पूछा ये गया था कि वोलेटाइल अगर मार्केट है तो क्या ये स्ट्रेटेजी को हम यूज कर सकते हैं? तो सवाल उसका जवाब ये है कि आप इस स्ट्रेटेजी को यूज करें। अगर आप स्टॉप लॉस 100% मेंटेन करते हो तो क्योंकि अगर आप इस स्ट्रेटजी को हर वक्त हर थर्सडे को आप यूज करते हो तो आपको पैसा मिलेगा, आपको नुकसान उतना ही होगा जितना आप अपना स्टॉप लॉस रखते हो। तो ये बात हो गई। अब मूविंग ऑन टू नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन बाय पुष्कर।
I'll tell you one more. I'll add one more point.
Yeah.
See, we have to avoid this kind of a strategy in election result dates. Let us say if an election result day is on Thursday, we have to strictly avoid it. You can expect abnormal volatility in election day. Historically, your indices will move 5%, minimum 5% range bound, plus or minus 5%. So you have to avoid it in election day and major event day. Let's say there might be, let us say,
when there are known events, then you should avoid the strategy.
Exactly. Major events you try to avoid this strategy.
Yeah. तो हिंदी दर्शनों के लिए, जब अगर आपको पता है कि कोई दिन महत्व का है, जैसे कि यूएस का इलेक्शन आ रहा है या आरबीआई गवर्नर कुछ बोलने वाला है या
आरबीआई गवर्नर रेजिग्नेशन,
मालूम नहीं है कि नरेंद्र मोदी कब आने वाला है, बट ऐसा कुछ मालूम है कि कौन क्या करने वाला है, तो उस दिन समय पे आपको ज्यादा केयरफुल होने की बात है। अभी कमिंग टू द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, व्हाट हैज टू बी डन इन हाई विक्स डे सिंस समटाइम्स मार्केट गोज up and goes down, to be done in that case as well. So this is a question by Pushkar. So he's written that what has to be done on a high VIX day.
See, normally this VIX, people used to see this VIX. What I look is, this is a post-dated data where you can look at the VIX. Sometimes 1 out of 100 times your VIX will work. Rest of the times it will fail. I'm rest assured, because I've seen a lot of times where VIX will move inverse relationship with the market.
So you're saying that VIX has got no meaning? Is that what you're saying?
I'm not saying that it doesn't mean that, but I'm saying you majority of the 1 out of 100 times.
Okay,
As
so Pushkar, to answer your question, VIX movement doesn't impact the strategy in the long run.
No. Definitely it will impact. But what I'm trying to say is 1 out of 100 times your VIX will move as per your view. That is direct relationship.
Okay.
It's a post-mortem report which will be available. Like after the market got crashed, your VIX will move up. After the market moves up, your VIX will fall down.
Okay. So VIX is basically a lagging indicator.
No point of going for a post-mortem return.
Okay, so basically VIX is a lagging indicator.
See, to my knowledge, I'm telling you. To my knowledge, it's try to avoid that. We have to look at all the factors.
हिंदी के लोगों के लिए, yes, सवाल हिंदी के लोगों के लिए कि VIX का क्या महत्व होता है, तो सवाल ये है कि अश्विन के हिसाब से कि VIX जनरली एक लैगिंग इंडिकेटर है और मूवमेंट आ जाने के बाद में VIX की इम्पोर्टेंस दिखती है. The question what we were trying to say was that this is there is a very interesting question that can you provide a live call for next few Thursday? Want to see the performance, though we are strategy very well. So Ashwin, how will you answer this question?
You are asking a teacher to to discount the question paper.
Okay, so I'll make it simple for you. I'll make it simple. Is an anonymous attendee.
No, tomorrow is exam. Listen, 1 second. Allow me to speak. Tomorrow is exam. So you're asking your teacher to get me the question paper. How it is possible?
Okay, can you make it a little simple? What do you think that what is going to happen tomorrow, your preparation, basis everything that the market is in right now? What will you be doing tomorrow? Give us some hints.
Absolutely impossible. Even God also doesn't know.
Okay.
No one knows. You have to, that's what I'm saying, 3-4 factors. You have to look at while market opening, previous day Dow Jones, present day Dow Jones future, global market. Is there any event, unforeseen event happening? Let us say there is a fight between India and Pakistan army. So you have to absolutely avoid it.
Okay. So I have somebody saying that tomorrow market will be range. So then you have a clear opportunity to do this.
If you want to, because if they want to look at, See, I will go for naked selling. As I told you, I know, see, where to exit, where to enter.
Fair enough. No, we are not. Let's stick to the current strategy. What we are talking about.
No problem. If somebody wants to follow, we can give the calls. Not at all issue. No issues.
Okay. So, guys.
Live trading, I can show my account where I'm doing it.
So for the benefit of the audience, if anybody wants to follow what they have understood today, you can go through this slideshow, which I will be sharing through a recording. And if you have any questions, or you want to have understanding how to basically create the strategy in more greater depth, as per your understanding, you can write plbd@plindia.com. We will ask Ashwin and we will give you the out.
See, somebody has, see, I'll tell you for tomorrow's live call, the risk is yours. Okay. I am no way associated for that. I am no way concerned about that. Okay. Whatever they do. See, I know my risk level. So accordingly, I will set my mind as a stop loss, whatever, or loss, whatever it may be. So they should be prepared for that. Or even they can look at what I do. That's not an issue for me to show it.
Okay, so Pushkar is asking one question, that if my first leg stop loss is triggered and the other leg also goes double, then I will make loss there too. How to control that?
First leg stop loss is triggered and other leg also goes double. No. See, you have misunderstood. See, if your 150 will becomes 300, your stop loss for call will become squared off. Okay. Your put will become, ultimately it will be trading around 40 to 50 rupees. So at the end of the 320, it will become zero ultimately. Hello.
Yeah.
And now one more thing I'll tell you. You have another opportunity. If I'll tell you, you are having a naked put, or you are holding a naked put. Yeah, I agree. I think Mr. Pushkar I've seen true, but it's not necessary it will become zero. That's what I'm trying to say. You can sell the call again. Whatever stop loss hit, whatever the stop loss hit in the vice versa relationship, you can sell it at your cost again. If it comes somewhere around 300. See, this I can show you in live example only. Whatever I show in PPT or nothing will work out. Because
so guys, I think that Pushkar, we can take this offline with Ashwin directly. What I would say is this, that what today's session we have learned are two market strategies which you can do in a particular market situation. And for your queries that, or whatever observations that you guys have, when you all see the live market every Thursday, Bank Nifty, India.com, and we will try to answer these questions, and we will definitely answer your queries. Mr. Abraham, we would like to share, we would like to route you through those questions through PLBD. So write all your observations and your questions through PLBD, and your relationship manager or myself or Nilima, we will basically help you get those answers. So that will be very exciting and very interesting for us. We learn in the process. This what happens to be a great strategy for our partner Ashwin over here, and definitely some of you seem to know it already. Like I had somebody writing over here that there was the name of this. So Ashwin, I wanted to, Mr. Siddharth Gautam had written that I think it is called short strangle or straddle strategy. So Ashwin, do you want to comment on that?
Yeah. See, almost see, they call it as a butterfly. They call it as a strangle. I don't want to go deep. See, you have to set your mind on the strike price only, not the, see, and I'll tell you, you have 52 weeks. You don't know when this strategy will you have to apply. Let's say one time there may not be a movement in the Bank Nifty. One expiry, there might be a huge movement. And one expiry, you can expect a V-shaped recovery. You can expect a vice versa. So you can't, whatever they call straddle, strangle, butterfly, these, that, you can't apply it to a single expiry. It will be a 52-week expiry only.
Okay, so I think that was it. I don't see any more questions,
Yeah.
team. Thank you so much for your participation, everybody. And
Thanks for
thank you so much, Ashwin. And
Yeah.
thank you so much, everybody. Thank you
Yeah.
and bye. Yeah.
Thank you. Bye.